set you up. There we go. That's sick. Don't want a green screen. That's a highlight. Don't want that. Yo, it's been a while since I used this, bro. Still trying to get used to it. Let's do a little Q&A. There we go. Okay, that'll do. I think we're set up. Let me know if there's any mic issues or visual issues, if it's lagging or if it's bad quality, let me know. I'm using the gym Wi-Fi right now, so I don't know what it's going to be like. But you can ask me anything. There should be like a little Q&A thing here. Any questions you've got about life, about anything in general, you can send them my way. I'll be more than happy to help. I might start live streaming again. It's been a while. I used to enjoy this so much. Talking with you guys. Some of them used to pop off as well, so yeah, I'll probably get back into it again. Start live streaming, chatting, Q&As, and also you guys can just keep a nice update on my life and where I'm at in the world. I like to travel a lot. You guys can follow along the journey, because you've seen me come from nothing to where I am today. It'll be good for you guys to see what that looks like, you know, in real life. What's going on, Sheep? How you doing today, bro? I am Sheep. It's good to have you as the first comment for this live stream. It's been a good couple of months since I live streamed, but it's nice to be back. Whew. Oh, my survivor, mate. It's healed up so nicely, bro. It's healed up so nicely. More live streams, definitely, bro. I used to do them all the time when I first started the channel. Some of you guys will remember, some of you guys will be OGs. You remember what it was like, those little 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. streams by the bench at night time. They were good times, bro. We'll have to bring them back. We were such a connected audience, you know? We'll have to bring them back. It was good. How we doing, guys? I haven't spoke to you guys in a while. You guys been good? Battle wounds, bro, exactly. I've learned so much on this holiday, bro. I've been out here for 2 months in Thailand. I'm in Thailand, if you don't know, in Bangkok. And obviously I've been traveling all the islands and shit like that as well. But since I've been out here in Thailand, before I left, when I was in Manchester, I was thinking, yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I get to get loads of cool content. I get to do vlogs. It's gonna be amazing. I get here, and it's been nothing but challenge after challenge. God is testing me, the universe is testing me. It's like constant, one thing after another, you know what I mean? First of all, I get fucking depersonalization / derealization disorder, DPDR. Again, I don't like to identify myself with these things, so I'm not saying that, oh, I've got this disorder. It's just an experience I'm going through. But by the way, guys, let me know if the audio or video lags at all. If there's any issues, just let me know. But I get this fucking disorder. Basically, it takes you out of reality. It makes you feel like you're in a constant state of dreaming all of the time. It makes me feel like nothing's real. Like, I'll be walking on this treadmill now. I'm doing an incline uphill walk, right? Maximum incline. And I don't feel like I'm in my body. Right now I'm fine, but it like comes in stages. And it's like I'm observing my life and my body from an outside perspective. It's weird and kind of scary. It makes you feel like you're dying constantly. Anxiety attacks, panic attacks, all of this shit. So I've been going through all of that, and that was caused by, you know, childhood trauma and just trauma in general that was brought up from shrooms, magic mushrooms, okay? So you guys know I like to dabble in psychedelics a little bit, entertainment purposes of course, but I like to dabble in psychedelics, especially shrooms. It's a natural drug from Mother Nature herself. It's a mushroom you can find with a chemical compound in it. If you take this mushroom, if you eat this mushroom, it removes the ego. It removes all the bullshit, the illusion in the physical world, and it makes you see reality and life and death. You see past the afterlife. It's very, very interesting, I guess you could say. But I took them before I left for Thailand, and it brought back all this childhood trauma and all this shit. I started thinking I was dying. I felt like I was having a heart attack, and I got genuinely scared, like I was gonna die. And all of that trauma then led to this fucking disassociation disorder that I'm now currently going through. So I guess it's the law of cause and effect in action. You have to understand that your actions are going to have consequences, and sometimes you might not know what they are. But I'm not saying I regret it. I regret nothing, but I'm just prepared for it. You know, it's just another experience I'm going through. I like to look at life like a video game, and you kind of just go through different missions, different experiences, and you enjoy them all the same. You know, good, bad, doesn't matter. I enjoy it all the same. But anyway, I'm dealing with that on this holiday. Then I get fucking into this motorcycle crash, and I completely, there was a hole in my elbow, full on hole, like you could see all the little tendons and all the little ligaments and shit. I'm not a biologist, but you get what I'm saying. You can see very deep into it. And that's one wound. The entire of my back arm, because I was a little bit sunburnt, all of it ripped off. So you can imagine it hurts as it is, it's burnt, right? And then I landed in this motorcycle crash all on this left side of my body, and it ripped all the sunburn off. So all the skin was exposed, all the nerve endings were exposed. That was fucked. On the fucking back of my shoulder here, same thing happened. Basically just got really beaten up in this motorcycle crash. And then it put me out of action for a couple of days. I mean, I'm still recovering right now. I can't run on the treadmill. I can't really even tense this arm at all, so I can't really lift weights properly. I have to just do loads of legs and loads of cardio, and swimming as well. But you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's part of the game. You know what I mean? You guys can, hold on a second. You guys can click, I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, there is an Ask Me Anything tab. It should be like right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, where you can put your questions in and you can ask questions and they come up on the screen, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm a live streaming noob, so I don't really know. I've been on this incline for about 20 minutes now. Nice bit of 20-minute incline. I'm gonna keep going, talking to you guys, getting some cardio in, getting the blood flowing. Rack Unicorn asks, why do you subbot? I don't subbot. I don't know why you think I subbot. I am shadow banned, which is annoying, but I certainly don't subbot. Like anything in my life, I don't see the point in having something if I know in my soul I haven't earned it. I don't see the point. You can go through my popular videos on my channel and you can see videos with thousands and thousands of views. You could see the videos that have popped off that have got me my subscribers. What people don't understand, especially people that don't do YouTube or any sort of social media, it's always the people that nobody knows. It's always the randoms that say, oh, you subbotted or you fell off. They don't understand the game and how it works, right? What happens is, if you can get a video that pops off, right? Or a couple of videos that popped off in my case. Those videos will gain you subscribers. In the moment, people will be like, oh, I like this guy, and then boom, subscribe, right? You say you don't just earn 30K subscribers in a month. Well, that's a belief, isn't it? It's a mindset. You have to question why you think that. Have you done YouTube before? Do you want to be a YouTuber? Have you tried? Have you experienced what I'm experiencing? Probably not. So, with all due respect, your opinion isn't very valid, to be honest. If you're not talking from experience, you don't know. You don't know what it's like. So, anyway, back to the point. You can get a couple of videos that pop off. People are like, yeah, I like this guy, I like the message. They'll subscribe to see more. And what happens is with a shadow ban, which is what I've got, a shadow ban means you can have 80K followers, but your content doesn't get shown to all 80K followers. It only gets shown to a couple hundred, a couple thousand maybe, which is exactly what's happening. Now, a shadow ban happens if the social media platform thinks that you violated the rules. Now, when I make videos on the health industry or antibiotics or anything to do with the pharmaceutical industry, certain vaccines, I'm not going to go too deep into it. These things, obviously, they affect the grand corporations and companies that are trying to make money in the pharmaceutical industry. So when I expose these truths and when I talk about certain things that you're not allowed to talk about on social media, this is why my school of life is so amazing, because it's unfiltered. We can just talk about absolutely anything. We have more engagement in my school with only a couple hundred people, just over 100 people. We have more engagement than Hamza's Adonis school with just 100 people. Hamza's got like 500 people, we've only got 100, and we have statistically more engagement. That's showing that what I'm saying is the truth. Now, public social medias that are run by the mainstream media obviously don't like the truth, and they're going to be very, very unhappy with that. So you do get shadow banned. You do have to be careful with what you talk about. But I completely understand why you would think that. I like you and your content, but you're crazy if you think your subscriber count is real. I must be crazy then, my friend. I've been told that plenty of times in my life. I would never buy subscribers. I would never buy bot followers. I just don't see the point. Why? If anything, it's going to ruin my engagement. It's going to ruin my reach. I don't see why I would do that. For what? So that people think I have more subscribers? What does that do for my life? Does it make me more money? No. Why would it? No one gives a shit about a follower count. Does it sell my course? No, because they're not real people, they're bot followers. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you what I do. You know what, I'm gonna put you on some free game in terms of how I get subscribers and how I bypass the YouTube shadow ban, because clearly people are ignorant when it comes to YouTube, social media growth. People do not understand. It's always people that don't partake in the game that like to talk about the game. They like to talk about it from the sidelines with no knowledge and complete ignorance. So I'll set the record straight for anyone that's trying to build a YouTube channel right now. This is exactly how you do it. Even if you're shadow banned, you can still push out your content. You can force your content out to an audience to gain subscribers, gain views, and ultimately gain a brand, right? Like I said, if you look at my videos and you look at the popular videos, you can see videos with thousands and thousands of views, okay? Engagement, likes, comments, everything. Now, what happens when you get shadow banned is your reach is temporarily disabled, but it doesn't mean that it's gone. So when you remove the shadow ban, when you prove to YouTube that you can be trusted and that you're gonna behave yourself, I like to break the rules, I guess, but when you can prove that you can behave yourself, YouTube eventually removes the shadow ban. I am in the process of getting mine removed right now as we speak. Slowly but surely, my content is starting to get pushed out again to people that actually follow me, which is amazing. Thank the Lord for that. However, what you can do is you can force your content onto the algorithm. You can force your content to get views. Watch my channel. We're at what, 75.4K right now? I guarantee you by the end of, let me be careful with what I say. I guarantee you I will be at 80,000 subscribers by sometime in March. That's 5K subs around, right? Around 5K subs sometime in March. I guarantee I'll be at 80K. And I guarantee the video views will also match that. So the reason why you think I'm botting followers and why I'm growing so quickly is because you do not understand YouTube. You don't understand business. You are not an entrepreneur. I can tell you don't make money online, or at least not that much. And I don't say this to insult you. I'm saying this because if you did, you would understand what paid ads were. Now, paid ads, you have a program on YouTube Studio, which is basically like the editing app on YouTube. You have a program where you can craft what we call promotions. Promotions are basically just paid ads, right? Now, these promotions can be set in a way that allow you to target a certain intention. So video views, audience growth, or website visits. Website visits is you send people straight over to, you know, your website or your course or your community. In my case, it's a school of life, right? So I run, because I'm shadow banned, I use money to pay for adverts. This is a completely like built-in YouTube system. It's part of the YouTube Studio system. It's not a third-party thing, it's part of YouTube, which is why I can tell you don't do YouTube, or at least you're not very good at it, no offense. What you do is you pay for these adverts, and your videos get pushed out onto the algorithm to people that you want to see it. You can choose where the people are from, how old they are, what their interests are, basically like the demographic. So what I do is every time I'm shadow banned, I pay for adverts, and that means my videos are automatically getting pushed out. Doesn't matter how good they are, doesn't matter if it fits the algorithm, doesn't matter if I'm shadow banned. If you're paying for adverts, your videos will be pushed out, and with your intention, I always set the intention of audience growth, because I understand once my shadow ban has been lifted, the audience that I have now gained are all going to see my content at once. It's going to look like an overnight success, but I know deep down I've worked for that. That's the strategy. So when you're like, oh, how do you make 30K subscribers in a month? That negative belief of, no, you could never do that. That's why you're not where I am. That's why you're not traveling the world making 15K a week, even with a shadow ban. So please, and I say this with respect, I'm not trying to insult you, think about why you think the way you do. Why is your instant thought is, oh, he must be sub-botting. There's no way that's real. He must be lying. He must be getting botted. Why is that your first thought? Why is it not something positive? Why is it not, maybe he's earned it, maybe it's a shadow ban. Maybe he's earned it, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Your negative mindset is why you're not rich. That's why you're poor. That's why you're still here. You've done YouTube for years, 14K subscribers with 30 views in a month is impossible. Yes, with that mindset. You've done YouTube for years, I don't know who you are. Listen, I say this with respect, I don't know who you are. That's enough on that point, okay? Let's crack on. Right. Still Mark asked a very good question. How do you stay motivated when results aren't apparent right away? Very good question. How do you stay motivated? Motivation is fickle. You can't always be motivated. I know you've heard this before. You can be disciplined. I don't really feel like going to the gym. I've got a fucking bullet wound in my elbow. I don't feel the best. However, I'm still here. And I'm not only here, I'm also live streaming and talking to you guys. So I'm doing 2 in 1, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, what you need to do is you need to understand 2 things. Number 1, you can always decide who you want to be. I'm going to go turn the light on in a second, don't worry. You can always decide how you want to act, who you want to align with, the people you surround yourself with, the actions you do, the thoughts you think, the words you think. You can always control these things. It doesn't matter if you feel a certain way. I can feel sad emotionally, but I can decide myself happy because I just think happy thoughts. I say happy words. I tell myself it's going to be okay. You can always do this every single time, no matter what you're going through. So you're feeling demotivated, you can't be bothered anymore, you're not getting any results. What you need to understand and what you need to do is realize discipline, number 1, do it anyway. Who do you want to be? You want to be someone that gets results. So you've got to keep going. And you have to understand that the results that you want you are getting results, they're just in the background. Let me see if I can take this shit away, hold on. Okay. The results you want, you are getting them. They're just in the background. You can't see them in physical reality yet, but they're happening in the cosmos of the universe. If you post a YouTube video and it gets 0 views, you might think, I'm not getting results, I don't feel motivated, what's the point? But what you can think instead, by changing your mindset, I always preach this, is you can change your mindset to positive. And you can think, I've posted a YouTube video, I've done something, I've taken action, it's out there. I've put energy and momentum in a certain area of life. I'm going to learn from it, I'm going to grow from it. I've got the ball rolling. I've done more than most people who just sit and plan. You understand? So, the results that you want are happening, but in order for you to see them in the physical world, you need to keep going, even when you don't see them in the physical world. You understand what I'm saying? You just got to keep going, bro, and just decide to do it anyway, because you're always in control. If you don't have the life that you want, it's your fault. And again, I mean that with respect. A lot of tough love on this stream today, but fucking hell, it's like an earthquake again. So here's some mad noises in Thailand, bro. But if you don't have the results, the reality, anything that you want, if you're not doing the actions that you want, people say this about pornography all the time. You know, because I work one-to-one with clients, and sometimes they're addicted to pornography. And I always say to them, you talk about pornography as if it's this demon that's got a hold of you, and you can't do anything, you just happen to relapse. It wasn't my fault, it was my addiction. I relapsed again. Yeah, because you chose to. You're choosing to do these things. So if you choose not to do a certain action, you're also choosing simultaneously and signaling to the universe that you don't want the results that come from that action. Oh, I'm demotivated, so I can't be bothered going to the gym. I'm injured, I'll just stay in bed instead. That's also me choosing not to keep my body in shape. Simultaneously, whether you realize it or not, you're choosing that. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go put the light on. Stay here. I'll be 2 seconds. Think of some questions. Women, life, spirituality, mindset, business. Think of some questions. Whack them down below. And let's talk. I'll be literally 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. I've been going for 30 minutes. 31 minutes of maximum incline. while talking the whole time. Crazy. We've got to stay in shape though. You just got to do what you can to stay sharp, you know what I mean? All right, let's go. Is your wound okay? How did it happen? Yeah, I'm obviously hard to kill. I survived. I'm still going. I basically had a gunfight with the Thai mafia. No, I'm only joking. I was just on a motorbike and I crashed it. I'm a professional, bro. I'm very, very good at riding motorbikes, considering I've never rode them in my life before. Came here to Thailand. In Thailand, you don't need a license. You don't need anything. They just ask you, hey, can you ride a bike? Yeah, cool. Do you know what I mean? So I practiced a little bit first on my girlfriend's parents' like scooters. I practiced on them, got a feel for it, cool. It's just like riding a normal bicycle, but it's a little bit heavier. Now all of these motorbikes were automatic, which means you don't have to change the gears. You just accelerate, brake, that's all you need to do. It's so easy. Anyone can drive my fucking little brother, 10 years old, can probably drive an automatic. And literally in Thailand, you see kids that are like 5, 6, 7 years old riding motorbikes. That's how easy it is on automatic, right? So I'm riding automatic, I'm like, yeah, this shit's fucking easy. 100 kilometers an hour, I'm zooming it, speeding in and out of traffic. Like, I'm good with this shit, you know what I mean? I ride bikes back home in Manchester all the time and I'm whizzing in and out of traffic back there. But this one night, I went to go see my girlfriend's uncle. And her uncle basically fixes bikes, right? Like repairs bikes. So he had loads of bikes here for us. And obviously, everyone knows I love riding bikes. I'm like addicted to it. It's so fun and peaceful and liberating. I'm riding down the open road with the wind in my hair and shit. It's like, I feel like this is where I'm meant to be, you know? So I go up to this place. He's got only manual bikes, which means you need to change the gears yourself with your foot. You've got to start it up yourself by like kicking the clutch down. There's so many extra steps you need to do, which is fine. It's not that complicated, but it takes a little bit to get used to when you're riding automatics. So I'm riding this manual bike, girlfriend's on the back, we're zooming down the road, everything's completely fine. The most annoying part about it is the riskiest bits, I pulled it off. When I'm zooming 100 miles an hour down the road and I'm dodging the bumps on the road and shit, no problems at all, I survive. Not even nearly a crash, you know what I mean? Completely fine. The one time I get to the corner where I'm supposed to turn to go back to the uncle's house, it's just some little off, like dirt road kind of thing. It's got sand on it and shit, loads of, you know, rocks and stuff. Like a little dirt road. When I get to that road, I'm like, okay, I turn the corner and I'm riding the bike, right? Girlfriend's on the back. I look down for a split second to change the gears, because you've got to change the gears. I'm not used to it on this bike. So I look down, I'm like, right, change the gear, take the gears down so I could slow down, get to the uncle's house. As I'm changing the gear, I'm going decently fast down this dirt road at this point. Like, I'm not zooming it, but I'm going fast enough for an accident to happen. As I look down, obviously I'm not used to it, so I take my left foot off to click the gear, to change the gears. As I do that, there's like a hole in the road, like a big fuck off hole. We hit the hole, and I brake, both brakes, fully hard, all the way down to fully stop the bike. That was my mistake. If you're ever in a car, in a bike, obviously some situations are unavoidable and you just got to deal with it. But if you can, always make sure that you're trying to gradually slow the vehicle down. You're not just boom, like that. Because if you pull the brakes or you press the brake in a car, straight away, that's what you call an emergency stop. The wheels are going to spin out. That's what happened to me on this bike. I saw the bump, and as I'm going over it, trying to change the gear at the same time, I'm like, oh shit, there's a bump there. Came out of fucking nowhere. It was dark, by the way. It's like 3 a.m, dark as fuck, couldn't see nothing. The lights weren't very good on the bike. Panicked, pressed the brakes, wheels spun out, boom, I flung off the bike and landed all on this side of my body. This was my whole arm, bro. You can see pictures on my Instagram and in my School of Life. You can find my School of Life down below. Whole arm was like torn off. Like the skin was off, and all down my leg, all down my left side of my body, fucked me up. I had a hole in my elbow again, you can see it on my Instagram. Come on, let's keep going. And yeah, but other than that, I'm all right. You know what I mean? Antiseptic in there, cleaned it out with some salt. Obviously went to see the doctor as well, got their professional opinion on it. Got some antibiotics for the infection, potentially. I ain't trying to lose my arm. And yeah, I'm good. I'm still in the process of recovery, but this is the best I've felt since the accident. So we're making quick progress. It's probably been about, not even a week yet, 5 days maybe, 6 days since the accident. And I'm already, give or take, nearly fully healed. So strong body, strong mind will get you through anything. And a very important bonus point is muscle mass. Fuck me. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but I do have good muscle mass. You know, you can see that I work out. It's obviously, even on this arm, I can't even tense it fully right now. You can see that I work out, do you know what I mean? I've got muscle there, I've got meat there. What this does, this is why literally taking care of your body and your mind will literally save your life. I'm going through all this fucking panic attack, trauma shit in my mind. Physically, I'm going through something. At only 23 years old, I could have easily broke. I could have easily turned to drugs, alcohol, killed myself. Could have easily done that shit. I just powered through. Gym every day, made money every day, recorded videos every day, just cracked on. And I'm good now. So I landed, obviously all on the left side of my body. The elbow here and this kind of area around the forearm, if I didn't have some level of muscle mass, again, I'm not a bodybuilder, I don't want to be, I just want to be healthy and in good shape. If I didn't have some body of muscle mass, the bone, it would have pierced through the bone, and you'll be able to see the bone in my elbow. So, literally going to the gym will save your life. Woo! Oh. All right. Oh, it's so fucking hot in this country. We just did 40 minutes of cardio, incline, maximum incline. Ooh. In like 30 degree, 40 degree heat. With an injured body. And we powered through it. Because I'm a fucking G. Alright, let's go take you over here. I'm going to set you up on the window. And we can talk. Oh man, look at that, beautiful. I didn't even mean to do that, but there you go. Nice little pool in the background. Shut up. Let's go through these comments. Ah, fuck me. That was heavy. See what I mean though, you just got to stay sharp. Do whatever you can. Because I can't run. Usually I like to run on the treadmill or just do some sort of fast cardio. I can't do that right now, so the best bet is just walk, but just walk for longer. And you'll get the same effect as if you just ran fucking 10 miles, you know what I mean? So incline, make it as hard as you possibly can for your current state, and then just keep going. So if you're ever injured or you're feeling sick or anything like that, and you know you're not 100%, best thing you can do, just stay sharp, do something. 1% is always better than nothing, so. Just came, how was the back? Yeah, the back's healing up nicely. I don't know if you can see it in the light. Like all of this was scratched up and torn up, but survived, my bro. I'm hard to kill. Even when I was born 3 months premature, 3 months early. I was supposed to be on an oxygen machine, like fully, on a breathe through an oxygen tank for my whole life. And I was supposed to be born blind, deaf, breathing problems, all of this shit. I'm chilling. I'm healthier than most men. 90% of men, I'm healthy. I can outrun them, I can outpace them, I can outlift them. Chilling. Most men can't even do a fucking pull-up. They can't even lift their own body weight. And that goes for gym goers as well, do you know what I mean? Those guys that go to the gym, come on, build a good body. They build a big body, they look big, they're hench, whatever. They can't even pull their own body weight. What's the fucking point? You're in a situation where you genuinely need, it's life-threatening, you need to pull yourself over the wall. You can't even do it. So, healthy, strong, still alive, still battling, physically and mentally, still battling some shit, some trauma, but I'm good. And I'll always be here to help you guys as well, so appreciate you. Hamza is like 27 or something, so you're far ahead of him being only 23, and he is a degenerate anyway. All right, thank you, my bro, I appreciate you. Is your girl all good? I appreciate you asking, yeah, bro. I forgot to add that into the story. She landed on top of me. So I took the brunt of the fall. She landed on me. A couple of grazes, like little scratches and shit on her knees and all that. I mean, it looks worse than it is, but yeah, a couple of scratches. And then the bike fell on top of both of us. So I was like, oh shit. When I first crashed it, the thing I was most pissed off about was the fact that I made a mistake, that I was incompetent in a moment, you know? That's what really was hard for me to process. Of course, I don't like hurting my girlfriend, but it's all linked. It's like, the fact that I hurt my girlfriend was because I made a mistake, because I was incompetent, even if it was just for 14 seconds. I was a professional the whole time I've been here, for months. Professional, no mistakes, no near misses, nothing, no crashes, not even nearly a crash, I was on it. 14 seconds out of the whole time, I made a mistake, I was incompetent, and it caused this. That's what I'm saying, one small thing, it's like the butterfly effect. One small action can create massive results in the universe. So you joining my school, that one small action of you paying $50 a month, what is that like? $1.60 per day? Something like that, a little over $1.60 per day you're gonna be paying. You get access to my self-development community, the best one on the planet. Literally, we are like the Rolls Royce of self-development. There is no other community or person on the planet that has the information I have in there. I can't even share it with you on YouTube. That's how fucking deep down it is, right? But point being is, yeah, that one small action can completely change your life, both negative and positively. So you have to pay attention to things. And the mindset I've learned from this whole crash, is that you can't control life. A lot of the time, things are just gonna happen to you, and you can't control it. No matter how good you are, you can be the best in the world. You're still gonna make mistakes. There's still gonna be things that align in the physical, external world that are forcing you to go through a negative situation. All you can do, all that you can control, is how equipped your mind and your body are for when these situations present themselves. So why do I meditate and visualize and control my mind every day? Why do I purposely put myself through hard things every single day? Because then when I go through some actual hard shit, where I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I've got a hole in my fucking elbow and I have to peel the bandage off and there's wounds and skin tearing off and my entire arm is healing and the skin and nerve endings are exposed. When I go through some real hard shit, it's nothing. I'm laughing at it, genuinely, no word of a lie. I'm looking at my hole in the mirror and my girlfriend thinks I'm crazy because I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm looking at the whole thinking, that's fascinating, isn't it? It's interesting to see the human body, you know, like how the human body heals itself and the cells regenerate. That's amazing. I'm laughing. It's nothing to me. It's not even that painful. A fucking hole in the elbow and it's not even that painful. Why? Because I've trained every single day for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years straight since I was like 17 to train my body and my mind to be strong and resilient. Resilience doesn't mean having a big body. You see the steroid heads with the massive veiny neck, taking steroids all day, they're massive, they're bodybuilders, and they shit on smaller guys. Those guys are insecure, they've got a small shriveled dick, can't please a woman in the bedroom, and they're mentally fragile. You put them guys who are big and strong through the same shit I've been through at only 23 years old, and I've been through a lot of shit in my life, trust me. Shit I would never talk about on the internet, some bad stuff. You put them through that, they're gonna cry, they're gonna break, they're gonna kill themselves. Why do most men kill themselves? Why is male suicide so high? Because men do not understand how to equip themselves for the horrors of life. And you as a man are gonna go through more horrors of life than anyone on the planet. And it's your job to just suck it up and deal with it. So this is why what I train in my school of life, we teach you, we equip you for life. Dating, mindset, tax efficiency, trading and investing, business, health, internal health, detoxing from certain things that don't belong in your body. All of this shit is inside of my school of life for just $1.60 per day. Not only this, it will change your life. I've made it affordable as well. Anyone can fucking pay $50. I've got guys in India in my school that make like fucking $2 a day and they've still found a way to do it. But yeah, thank you for the question, bro. My girl is okay. She's just resting up, healing and recovering. But yeah, we're good, man. I have nothing to complain about. What are your tips for visualizing? Consistency. You need to know in vivid detail. I'm talking down to the way you talk, walk, speak, shake hands, fucking what emotions do you feel in the lifestyle that you want. You need to vividly imagine who you want to be, where you want to go, the destination you want to get to. Because if you don't know where you're going, how do you expect the sat nav which is your subconscious mind, to take you there, to spot opportunities, to spot ideas, to meet people, to put yourself in certain situations. People talk about having a gut feeling, intuition. That is your subconscious mind taking you in the direction that it wants to go to. So you need to make sure you're vividly imagining where you want to go, because if you don't, life will just do that for you. Life will take you somewhere. Life will take you wherever. Motorbike crashes. That's why you need to stay on top of this. Don't lose it. But consistency is the most important tip that I can give you. For you to rewire your subconscious mind, to put it in the direction you want it to go into, what you need to do is consistently, every time you get a thought that's not serving the vibration you want to be on. So you get a thought of like, oh, I can't afford that. I'll never be able to afford that. Or there's no way those subscribers are real. You get those kind of thoughts, you cut them off and you replace them with a high vibrational thought. Maybe he did pull it off. Maybe I will be able to afford it. Maybe I can get that girl. You just replace them, and you do this every single day. When you sleep, when you wake up in the morning, when you're in the gym, when you get a negative thought, you just replace. All the time you get rid of those negative thoughts. Before you know it, you'll be in a very good mindset. What's going on, guys? Good to see you all in here. Yo, if you haven't already, because I'm giving away so much free game, if you can just like the stream for me, that'll be absolutely amazing. I'm watching. Just like the stream, support me, get this pushed out to the algorithm. Let's break through this shadow ban and let's push this positive message out to the people that need it the most. All right, guys? So like the stream if you haven't already. That'll help the stream be pushed out. Thank you. I see you, boys. I appreciate you. Let's keep that going. How do you become so interesting to talk about? Is it just experience, like talking to thousands of people? It's life experience, yeah, you're absolutely correct. I've just been through a lot, and I don't shy away from life. Most people, when they go through bad things, they erase it from the memory. They get rid of it. They don't want to be a part of it. They don't want it to be attached to them. They don't want it to be something they've gone through. You know, I've been through so much shit. One day maybe I'll talk about it publicly on. I've been through so much bad stuff and good stuff, and just life in general. I've just lived life. I've lived more lifetimes in 23 years than most people have at 80. I've lived genuinely, I say that with no over-exaggeration, I've lived more lifestyle. I have more stories to tell in a more interesting way that make people want to listen than an 80-year-old who has 80 years of experience in life. It's like, oh yeah, well done, Luke, big-headed, arrogant. Absolutely true. So for you to be interesting, live more life, go more places, meet new people, try new things, take more risks, do more shit. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to go through some bad times, you're going to have a negative result, you're going to go through some good times, you're going to have amazing stories, you're going to have positive results, you're going to have everything, you're going to live. That's the whole reason you're here, to live, to experience, to feel emotion. And with those experiences, you gain stories to tell, if you embrace them, which you should be doing. You should be sitting there and thinking, I'm grateful for this. I'm not going to hide away from my motorbike crash. I'm not going to hide away from my moment of incompetence. I'm not going to hide away from my panic attacks and my trauma and my mental battle that I've been going through. I'm not going to hide away from any of these things. As I don't, I talk about it openly to thousands of people on the internet. And it's because of that that it makes me interesting. Make sure you're stretching as well, guys. Fuck me. Wound check, yeah, it's much better, bro. Like, my arm looks normal again, do you know what I mean? It was all swollen and shit. It looked very busted up. I don't know if it's just the lighting, but it's healed massively. Oh man, I'm gonna eat some good food after this. Some good food, some healthy food, bro. Nice bit of meat, some fish maybe, good for the brain. Bit of chicken, loads of vegetables, some fruit, just fuel the body. Yo, it's good to see you all, boys. Right, guys, I've been going for 40 minutes. This stream will be re-uploaded to YouTube, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to Instagram. And I'm going to stream on Instagram and TikTok as well for a little bit, okay? Just to balance out the social media. So if you guys want to catch me, you want to talk, you want to chill for a little bit, you got a bit of free time, meet me on Instagram. I'll see you boys there. Let's take over. Appreciate you all.